and how I was able to figure out a way to get that 160 grand without using any of my money. And so here's the 3 ways that I did it. Number 1, I got a hard money loan. Okay. Hard money loan is where someone is willing to lend at pretty aggressive rates, but they are, pretty substantial. In fact, I think I paid 2 points and 12% in order to get this hard money loan. This is usually an individual. It's a private person. Sometimes there are hard money companies out there, but the unique thing with this was I had to get an unsecured hard money loan. Well, what is unsecured, Brad? Well, unsecured means that they can't put their money or a lien against the property. There's no security. If this loan goes bad, it's just out of luck. And so I paid a hefty price. I think it was more than 2 points. I might have paid 5 points. I can't remember. In order to get this loan. Now, of course, so at a RIA club, I had met a doctor, and this doctor was wanting to do real estate deals and didn't have anything come up. And I said, well, what if you did a hard money loan, a short-term 6-month hard money loan with me for $75,000? He agreed to it. I said, now what would be really great is if you can put all the points and all the interest into the loan so that I don't pay you anything per month. Because remember, I got to do construction. I got payroll. I've got rent. I've got all of these things to do. Let's just make this hard money loan. Let me pay you off all of my points and interest. A point is 1% of whatever the loan is. So in order to get a $100,000 loan, you would need $1,000. Okay. That's 1%. And so put all those points and interest at the end. And so I can have the cash to be able to fix up this house. And he agreed to that. So that was $75,000 of it. Okay. I then, this is the part I don't recommend. Do not recommend. I went out and got a bunch of credit cards. And by a bunch, I mean like 9. And those 9 credit cards came in. And at the time, I don't know if they do it anymore. I haven't gotten a credit card in a long time. But at the time, when they would mail you the credit card, they would also mail you a little check. Like it came with it so that you could write a check and it would just come out of your line of credit. So I literally maxed out it would be for like 4,000 and 5,000 and 6,000 and 2,000 or whatever. I started maxing them out as soon as I got them. Well, I got 9 credit cards, but they eventually caught on that I was doing this. Somehow the rumor mill went around, and those last 2 credit cards that I had the highest amount for, I could not get. Like I had it all figured out between the hard money loan and these credit cards. I had enough to get to my 160. Well, I had 2 that were 25,000. Must have heard what I was doing. They said, "Nope, you can't do this," and they cut those cards up. Well, I was still able to get my hands on $40,000 worth of cash because I kept just writing my own self checks out of my credit line. Again, I don't recommend this, okay? But I'm still short, $50,000 short. I got $75,000 from hard money. I got $45,000 out of the credit cards, and I'm still short with $50,000. So this is what I had to do. Remember, I was putting $100,000 into an escrow account with the seller that was supposed to go for construction. So I convinced one of my buddies, in fact, it was Brian McLean. He was on the show earlier, him and his dad actually, that they would give me flash cash. Now, flash cash, if you don't know what flash cash is, you shouldn't use it. Okay. It's transactional funding. It basically is supposed to be, I put this money in and I get it right back out within a day or 2. Like it's nothing. Like usually the same day. It's also known, you do that typically on simultaneous closings. In fact, tomorrow I'm doing a flash cash deal where I fund the deals. And the reason you do this is multiple, but I won't get into that. So I needed flash cash so that I could give the seller escrow for the rehab and that they could then have the funds. And my plan was, and it worked beautifully, was I'm going to right away request a draw for, $55,000, which is going to be the cost of the material for the construction. I got lucky. The seller was out of town, but his wife was in town. She had access to the bank account. She knew what was going on. We closed, I can't remember what day it was, but we closed earlier in the week. He was out of town when we closed, but he had signed things before he left. We closed. I gave them the escrow I gave them all the money, the $160,000. They escrowed $100,000 of it. I then, day one, created a draw, and they knew that I was going to be doing a draw. What they didn't know is I was going to get such a large draw, which was $55,000, so that I could get that money back, pay off my flash cash person, and have some money left over, which was about $5,000. I went up paying him, I think, $1,000 on it. Hey, thanks for watching. I've got free tickets for an upcoming event, so follow this QR code, click this link, and get your free tickets now.